right. So, my friend Sandy has asked me if I would tell you about my experience as a summer scholar at the National Endowment for the Humanities Summer Institute in Concord, Massachusetts, on transcendentalism and social reform. Well, my name's Mark Gallagher. I teach in the English department at the University of California, Los Angeles. And I had the privilege of participating in the Summer Institute back in 2015. And I thought maybe I could just share with you some of the reasons why I feel it was such a unique and rewarding professional development opportunity for college educators, but particularly for advanced graduate students and early career scholars. So when I attended the Summer Institute, I was an advanced graduate student. And as a graduate student writing a dissertation on the Transcendentalists, the Summer Institute was an excellent opportunity. I would even go as far to say it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet and to learn from so many of the scholars who contribute to our understanding of this important religious and literary, social and political movement we call transcendentalism. And some of the people I got to meet and learn from include some of the people that you'll be potentially meeting and learning from as well. Laura Dassau-Walls, Phyllis Cole, Megan Marshall, and I know some of my friends in the Thoreau scholarly community will be joining you this summer. James Finley and Rochelle Johnson and John Kusich. I know all of them as brilliant and kind, generous scholars. So I know there'll be a great addition to this year's roster. I also, I was a graduate student, and one of the most important things that happened to me during graduate school happened at the Summer Institute. I got to meet Professor Sandra Harbert Petrolinas, the director of the Institute. Sandy, she's an esteemed scholar of Henry David Thoreau, and she's also an esteemed scholar of abolitionism and American women writers of the 19th century. And she's also she is a brilliant and generous educator. I learned so much during those 2 weeks from Sandy, and not only that, but Sandy she brings so much energy and enthusiasm to the program. She makes it so much fun for everybody and enjoyable. She's the perfect leader. She's like a combination of knowledgeable academic and a friendly camp counselor. But more importantly, she became a very important mentor to me. She graciously served on my doctoral committee, and I'll always be grateful for that. So I consider her a great friend and colleague, and I can definitely say the same for all my fellow summer scholars. And some of them, like me, were also advanced graduate students. So for us, the Summer Institute was an excellent opportunity to discover the history of the Transcendentalist movement by going to sites that are associated with Transcendentalism. And well, for me, I was already familiar with a lot of these places. I grew up one town over from Concord. So places like the Old Manse, I thought I knew pretty well, but I was reintroduced to the Old Manse and learned a few new things. But then I go right across the street to the Robbins House, and I learn a whole other history of Concord's African American history. So when I left the Institute, I get to go back into my classrooms and share what I've learned with my students. So when I teach Walden, for example, and we get to that chapter on former inhabitants in the Walden Woods, I can bring a whole different perspective, one that's unexpected amongst my students, that really is enlightening and gives us a better understanding of Walden as a book. So, Yeah, one more thing. When I went to the Summer Institute, I got to spend several days doing research on my dissertation at many of the major libraries and archives that are so important to the study of American literature. Harvard's Houghton Library, the Massachusetts Historical Society, and also you get to go see what treasures and what important materials can be found at the Concord Free Public Library, which has an excellent special collections department. The Henley Library at Walden Woods Project's Thoreau Institute, and the Concord Museum. They're all there for you, and yeah, it really is a wonderful opportunity, and I hope you get it. I hope that if you attend the Summer Institute, that your experience is just as rewarding as mine was.